Welcome to the Love Not Fear podcast, your daily source of inspiration and actionable insights. I'm David Henzel, and together with my co-host Eduard Brink, we're talking about personal development, organizational development, and all kinds of things to help you to switch from a state of fear to a state of love. Eduard, what is our topic today?
I'd like to talk about how to stop stressing and start caring.
All right. I
Yeah.
think stressing is definitely a big one for me. I stress out over things, but everybody probably stresses out about different things. And for me, stop stressing and start doing could also be a title of this uh,
Yeah,
podcast.
but caring is shows a bit more involvement, more empathy, and I
Mhm.
think there's an empathy that might be the key how to shift from one place to another. But the definition of stressing is experiencing mental or emotional strain, and caring is showing concern and compassion.
Hmm.
So how do these two
How
yeah,
does it go
fit
together?
together?
I have one example. I always stress out when I have too much on my plate, and it's like a constant thing that I put too much on my plate. I have like all these businesses and all these projects and getting involved in the own taking like I always do way too much.
Mhm.
And one way of to stop stressing to start caring is like if I look at who am I doing this for and what can I do to provide the most value? Because I have 10 ideas a minute and they all are added to certain to-do lists or whatever. But if I sit down, like what are the things that help of these projects that help the people that I'm caring for the most? This helps me to kind of really reduce the clutter and just like focus on the things that I can do. I think that's probably my number one thing that I can do to stress less and to do more, but also by having through the filter of caring, acting out of love and not
Yeah.
fear.
Interesting. For me, stressing, I stress most. Let's talk about something I kind of conquered by now. The stress levels were very high at the time that I was, in my eyes, not moving fast enough business wise. While I have had a great college degree, have access to great minds, I can pick up the phone and talk to anybody. I can look things up on the internet. So I started to compare myself to other people, and especially other entrepreneurs, and that was a big stress. But you know what it is. If you step into a room with 10 people, you might think of the pictures they have shown on Instagram about their great holidays, or you might see their shiny new car, and you think everybody is doing great, but I'm a loser. Until you start talking to them, and everybody has the same amount of shit going on, just in different areas,
It's
and
very
it's
true.
so easy not to lose sight of that. So you experience that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. When you see social media, oh, he bought a new car, or he's like here on vacation, especially for travel, like, oh, he's here, he's there. But, I guess my mind always combines it that, this guy's in Thailand, this guy's here, this guy's there. But I want to be everywhere, but there's not enough time to even do all these things, right?
Yeah.
And you're totally right, like not seeing all the things that are going wrong in people's lives. In we're always going back to EO, but in the sharing, when people really share deeply on what they have going on, and you see like, holy cow, this guy has a lawsuit, this guy has a problem with the family, this guy, is sick or whatever. Kind of counting your blessings and realizing how good you actually have it.
Hmm.
Going back to gratitude rock, I think it's a big one.
Yeah.
And when we talk about stop stressing, start caring, it's like you do more self care by realizing what you actually have, right? And
Yeah.
comparing yourself with yourself, that you're better than you were yesterday, and not, if I compare myself to Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, like, I'll
Yeah.
never get there, and then I feel bad. That's stupid. Just like think about like how can you get better from where you are today to tomorrow.
It's 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 very easy to lose. For me, it's very easy to lose myself in one area and keep focusing on that. Oh, I've got things are out of control in that area. But what is something great I experience, I can take the successes I book in another area into leveraging that and having an okay feeling. For instance, if I was in a very rocky period in my business, I started to focus on what do I have control of, and I started this. This was actually the time when I started my morning routine. That's now become habitual. So there's a lot of power in that things that you can do for yourself, with yourself, in your own time, and then combined with seeking the support of people that matter and keeping them close. I know you have this app that you use to regularly talk to the people that you care about most. There's a strong power in that. There's a strong
Yeah.
power in that.
Yeah, for those of you, it's called Get Dex. Is the URL. It's called Dex, and you can kind of set certain how often you want to talk to certain people, and then you get reminded if you haven't done that. Really cool app. And we want to keep this episode really short, so let's jump straight to what can you do to stop stressing and start caring more, or to get more stuff.
Well, I have a simple one, and probably a lot of people know it, but it's called eating the frog. Let's say you must eat a frog on a day, and the frog stands for this one task that you don't feel like doing, but will really move the needle towards a positive ending. If you have to eat the frog, you can have a bad day all day, dreading the moment that you actually have to do it. But why not do it at a moment early in the day while your energy level is quite high? Get that over with, and taking this sense of accomplishment throughout the day. So first, one, what are your frogs? And two, is there a way to start your morning routine by first eating that frog?
Yes, but it's
How about
super
that one?
powerful. I've been doing this for many years, and it's definitely. I wish I would have had this in school times, when I started cleaning up my room or doing some senseless task versus doing my homework versus just like ripping off the band-aid and then going out to play. Awesome call to action. Eat your frogs, guys. Frogs are healthy, even for vegans. And I'm seeing you in the next podcast.
Thanks.